Hey y'all, tonight I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about the Panicle Hydrangeas that I have here on my property. I have three different Panicle Hydrangea shrubs. I have the Limelight Hydrangeas, I have the Limelight Prime Hydrangeas, and then I have Little Lime Hydrangeas. And I just wanted to tell y'all the difference and show y'all the difference between these three types of Panicle Hydrangeas. First of all, let me explain what a panicle hydrangea is. This is a panicle hydrangea. This is a limelight hydrangea. Panicle hydrangeas have this football-shaped bloom. They bloom on new wood, which means that if you prune them in the early spring, in the late fall or early spring, you will still get blooms on your hydrangeas in the summertime. If a deer comes along and nibbles on your stems a little bit, you'll still get a bloom. If I were to cut this bloom for a flower arrangement to use in my house, most likely it would grow, put on some new growth, and I'd probably get a new bloom. So that is a good thing about panicle hydrangeas. Also, panicle hydrangeas can take full sun. I live in Mississippi, which is a zone 8A, and it is awfully hot and humid in the summers here. And I have a couple of big leaf macrophylla hydrangeas, and they just cannot do it. We have to put those in a shady area, and in order for things to bloom, they have to have a good bit of sunshine. So those macrophylla hydrangeas do not do well for me in my garden, but the panicle hydrangeas can take the full sun, and they do really well. I mean, just look at these blooms. Okay, so let me tell you the difference between the Limelight hydrangeas, the Limelight Prime hydrangeas, and the Little Lime hydrangeas. When I bought, this is three different hydrangea shrubs right here. And when I bought these shrubs, I thought I was buying Limelight Prime hydrangeas. I bought three shrubs. I guess I just looked at the tag on one of the shrubs and it said Limelight Prime. I said, oh, that's good. That's what I want to try. So I grabbed up three of them. After I got them home, I realized I had two Limelights, which are the original for the Proven Winners brand. I had two Limelight hydrangeas and one Limelight Prime. Now these Limelight hydrangeas, they are the biggest of, they grow the biggest and tallest of the three types that I have here in my yard. These will get to be about 10 feet tall if you don't prune them. So they would get to be about this tall. And that's okay with me. I might leave them, you know, to where they'll grow that big every year. This one right here is the Prime. You see, it has not grown as tall, and the blooms on it are a little bit smaller. I wanted to have kind of a lower growing shrub in this bed, so that's why I thought I was getting the primes, but my mistake. But I just planted them anyway, and I do like them. I think they're pretty, and right here in this spot, if they block off that back there, that's okay too. Another thing that I wanted to say about these panicle hydrangeas, these limelights, when they begin to bloom, they're more like this lime color, you see? And as the bloom ages, it grows more into this white, and then the whole thing will be white. See, this is what it looks like when the bloom is first starting. And then it'll transition into something like this, and then it'll just be completely white. And for places in that have cooler nights and cooler temperatures, and where it's not so humid, places more up north, their blooms will actually turn to like kind of an antique-y pink color, which I think is really pretty, and I wish that ours would do that too, but they don't. It's just too hot and humid here in the south for ours to do that. But these panicle hydrangeas have really sturdy stems, We've had a lot of rain this spring, and see, these flowers are not drooping. Now, if we had a big heavy rain like right now, while these blooms are so big and heavy, they probably would droop some, but these shrubs are pretty established, so they would probably pick themselves back up. I planted this bed in May of 2023. So this is a 2-year-old bed right here. And I think that these shrubs have just progressed stunningly, don't you? Okay, now let's walk over here and I'll show you the little lime hydrangeas that I have. These beauties are the little lime hydrangeas. They're not the Limelights and they're not the Limelight Primes. They're the little limes. And you can see that this one is doing really, really well. I'd say this is every bit of 8 feet tall, wouldn't you, Danny? Think it's 8 feet tall? Anyway.
Yeah, 7, 8.
Yeah. And so this one is doing really well. Now these, I have 3 in this bed right here. And these were planted in the spring of 2020. And so they've had time to grow in and get established. And I do come in the early spring and prune these back to, to about 1/3 of their size right now. So all this is new growth. And you see it's blooming on the new growth. And these blooms are not quite as big as the Limelight blooms, but they're a little bit bigger than the prime blooms. And I don't know if you can tell or not, this is one, and this one is the most forward facing in the bed. So it gets the most sun, so it's bigger than the other 2. So that just proves that these Panicle Hydrangeas do require a lot of sun in order to bloom their best and grow their best, of course. But they're all just doing really, really well. And I'm proud of them this season. This is the best season that I've had with them. And I think one of the reasons is probably because we've had so much rain that's been good for them this spring. And the heat has kind of held off. We haven't had our extreme heat like we normally do here in Mississippi as of yet. I'm sure it's coming. And during that time, I may have to give them some extra water with the water hose. These are not on any kind of irrigation or drip or anything like that. We just use the water hose to water things when it needs to be watered. But I'm sure when it gets really, really hot, I'll put some extra water on these. But they should be established by now and should just grow well for me from now on. But I love using these blooms and the other blooms in flower arrangements. I think that these shrubs are pretty and stunning when you walk up the sidewalk to come up to our house. And I just love them a lot. And I think that they would probably do well in y'all's gardens too. There really aren't any pests that just attack these type of shrubs. And you know how well the deer like hydrangeas? For some reason, knock on wood, I think that these Limelights or these Panicle Hydrangeas are a little less appetizing to the deer. Now, the deer will eat anything if they're hungry enough, but I have some Macrophylla or old-timey big leaf hydrangeas in that shade bed back there, and the deer have already eaten those to where I don't think I'll ever get blooms on those. But they've pretty much left these alone. So from now on, I think I'm just going to go with the Panicle Hydrangeas. Okay, I'm going to show y'all Danny's favorite kind of hydrangea. This is the old-timey Macrophylla hydrangea. He dug this up at his mama's house years ago. And we have put it around in different spots to try to get it to grow. Now, it has done well in this spot as far as the green growth goes. You see, it's kind of established itself. And the leaves are beautiful, and I guess it gets enough shade in the hot afternoon time to where the leaves are not scorched at this point in time. But this is the only bloom that we have this year. Last year, I think we had 2 blooms on it, but you can see here the deer have eaten this too. So we just don't have much luck with the Panicle hydrangeas, unfortunately. This is a hydrangea. This is not a Panicle hydrangea. This is more of a macrophylla type hydrangea. This one is supposed to be a reblooming hydrangea, which means that it blooms, is supposed to bloom on old growth and new growth, to where you would get blooms earlier in the summer and it would continue to bloom on over into the summer. But I don't have that kind of luck, because you see the deer come in and eat probably anywhere where it might want to bloom. The deer just eat it up. And also, this one requires more shade, and I guess it gets too much afternoon sun some kind of way, or maybe too much morning sun right there. But anyway, it's kind of burning the leaves, so I just do not have good luck with this type of hydrangea. This is a proven winner's hydrangea. It's called Tough Stuff Reblooming Hydrangea, but it has not been that tough in my garden. I'm telling you, if you're gonna do something in my garden, you gotta be really tough. So if they come out with one that says really tough stuff hydrangea, maybe I'll try it. So that was the tour of the Panicle hydrangeas that I have in my gardens. I've had a whole lot of luck with them, with very little care, I might add. I'm not one who's big on constantly wanting to prune and even water. So if they can do it in my yard, I imagine they can do it in your yard too. So if you're looking for a reliable bloomer for summer, go get you a Panicle hydrangea. Oh, and also subscribe to my channel, and that way you can keep up with how these beauties are growing.